I'm not going to lie, I'm in an exceptionally crabby mood. A very, very, very bad mood coming into this video. We are taking on Sparta Prague and Manchester City, both at home. But it's just this game at Villa Park just it broke me. It absolutely broke me. We battered them. We hit the post. We had goals disallowed. Brilliant saves from their keeper. They scored their first 2 shots on goal. I mean, I should have. To be honest, I should probably have walked away and had an hour off, had a nap, had a cup of coffee, done something, and come back. But we're straight in. We're doing it now, and Sparta Prague, you had better be prepared for what's about to come your way. We did beat Norwich, but it was 5-3, and again, they scored their first shots on goal. It was ridiculous. We had 5 different scorers, though. Thomas Souček, Jamal Baptiste scoring his first goal, and it was a brilliant strike from the corner of the penalty area. Madi Camara, Julian Alvarez, and Dusan Vlahovic getting the goals. But that is a damaging defeat at Villa Park. We are down to 6th. We're 10 points off Man United. We're 3 points off the top 4. That game against Man City coming up in a couple of days' time is huge, but we'll worry about it when we get to it. We do have quite a lot of changes from the last game. I'm trying to get players up to fitness, and obviously I'm having to rotate because the games are coming thick and fast. Rafinha is due back. He will probably play some part against Manchester City. We've gone with Camara, Rice and Vlasic in midfield. Coman out on the left because Jared Bowen can probably do with sitting one out. And hopefully Rafinha will be back as well for the next game. 8 changes. Oh, I don't like that. Have I gone too arrogant against Sparta here? It's a must-win game. If we don't win this game, we could end up having to go to Madrid and get something. I'm going to pump fists. I want us to play like favourites. Oh, that went down well. My players work hard, train professionally. Phil Foden, Jared Bowen, they are being rested. And again for Brandon Williams. So we did have a couple of early kickoffs. I didn't actually take any notice of who they were. Nothing to do with us. So we need to keep an eye on the San Siro and Inter against Atletico. A big win here will go some way to make me a little bit happier. Declan Rice with an early booking. Alex Telles to take this corner. And Jamal Baptiste. Oh, it's a good header. As he played... I mean, that game against Norwich was his first... I think it was his first Premier League start. And it was a super goal that he scored. And he's playing this game. It's not a dead rubber, this game. Obviously, it's an important game. But it's one that I feel is a good one for him to start for the first time in the Champions League. We're doing all right. We're dominating the game as you would expect. Alex Telles to Salisu. Vlasic. Nice ball to Jota. Ben Johnson to Vlasic. Whoa. That was fizzed into to Jota's face. Oh, thought there might be a little bit of a mix-up there. No such luck. Hit forward by the keeper. Baptiste to Salisu. Vlasic. Rice to Coman. I think he might be offside there. Oh, he isn't. Not even a VAR check on that one. It's in the back of the net and Kingsley Coman has scored. Genuinely thought he was offside there. Clearly I am massively wrong because it wasn't even a VAR check on that. And no, he's not. He's not. What a finish though. Drilled in from 20 yards. Playing a right footer on the left, but as a winger. Job done if it stays like this. Atletico would need to really win in San Siro. A draw's not an awful lot of good for them because Inter obviously take on Sparta on match day 6. That draw at home at the Metropolitano against Sparta looks like it's going to cost Atletico big time. They were 3-0 up, weren't they? Do you remember a couple of episodes? They were 3-0 up and drew 3-3. They should have been eliminated there and then, quite frankly, for that. Right, Johnson to Baptiste. Forward to Vlasic. Johnson Hit first time into space, but not quite hitting those diagonals at the minute. They're not working. Baptiste has done really well there. Oh, and Declan Rice thinks, why not? I'll go all the way through. But you can't shoot. Hate having him in that centre mid attack, I'm not going to lie. 12 shots on goal already. Coleman's struggling. Oh, he's got injured. Okay, he's got injured. Wow, they're throwing themselves in a little bit here. And, okay, Coleman got a header on that, I think. It could have been the defender that knocked it back, to be fair. Here's Camera. Back to Nubel. Baptiste. Yeah, I'm just trying to give quite a few players game time as much as I can. So that's why Nubel's playing here. Baptiste as well. We've got a good squad. We've got a big squad. But I'm increasingly convinced that because we're West Ham, we're automatically programmed in the game not to be able to take that next step. It just it just never seems to be able to happen. I mean, this squad, if it was wearing a Man United shirt, would probably be top of the league. As Declan Rice goes through and scores. But do you know what? It just seems, I don't know, maybe it's just me. But if you're playing as a Liverpool, you don't lose at Villa Park. You don't lose these games, especially when you dominate like we did. And it's just so frustrating. So frustrating when it happens. There's 3 away defeats as well on the bounce with the Inter game, and we lost the game before that as well. I'm in a very low place at the minute, it has to be said. I should have taken a break before doing this. Right, we've created loads. Scoreboard reflects that. Let's have a look at Kingsley Coman then. It's a potential thigh injury. It's a little bit annoying, that one. But we can probably put Jota out on the left as a winger. Would Alvarez prefer to be out there? Oh, we'll do that. We'll put Alvarez out on the left. So Joao Felix got injured for Atletico 10 minutes before the break, but it's still goalless in the San Siro. Atletico really need to find themselves a goal, otherwise I think they're probably done. Just by the fact that Inter are playing Sparta in the last game. Right, I'm going to have to make a couple of changes with a view to Man City now. And Declan is definitely one of them. We'll bring Facundo Jordan on. Give him some game time. Jota could really do with going off. But I've got absolutely nobody that I could bring on for him. That is annoying. That does mean he's probably not going to be able to play against Man City. Who else have we got? Coleman, Souček. Sorry, not Coleman. Johnny, Souček. Okay, we'll take Vlasic off and bring Johnny on. Not the best bench, to be fair. I think it's fair to say. I will drop a little praise because it's very, very much job done. It's a good performance. I mean, 23 shots, 12 on target. We should really be a lot further ahead than we are. And again, that's the one thing. So I think what's got me down is that Villa scored both their first shots on goal when we'd already had 7 or 8 on target by that point and not scored. And the I can't remember who the game was that we lost before the intermatch. We lost 1-0 and they scored their only shot. And it's things like that, you know, and you have 10, 12, 15 shots and you don't score, and they have 1 and they score, and it just happens far too often, and it just really pisses me off. So I think that's why I'm a bit salty at the minute. But this is good play. This is a good performance. As Jordan hits one forward and defender missed it, and Vlahovic has hit the post. Why does Vlahovic always end up on his right foot? He's left-footed. He always ends up through on goal on his right. Why? How are Liverpool losing 3-1 in Belgium against Antwerp as well, by the way? That's a shocker. Salisu scores. Julian Alvarez with the corner. And Salisu, oh, it's his first goal. First goal for the club. Lovely moment. Well done, Mo. Whipped in delivery. And that's why I always have a centre-back on the near post. Attacking that near post. The amount of goals you get from it. Johnson with the first time cross. Oh, oh my Jesus Christ, what the hell is going on? That's just a comedy of errors from everybody involved. That came back off our player, didn't it? And why Jota just decides not to bother going for it, I don't know. 32 shots. But look at the stats now. This is what I mean. How is this only 3-0? They must have... Oh, Inter have scored. Atletico are out. Atletico are out. And Inter possibly favourites to win the group now. Because we have to go to Madrid. That's a nice play. Julian Alvarez. Crosses it in. It's a penalty. I'm guessing Alex Tellez will take it. He is my default taker, but he had that one brilliantly saved, didn't he? In Milan. So I'm wondering, do I let him have it? He scored 2 out of 3. I'm going to give it to Vlahovic. If that's allowed me to actually do it. I've changed takers before and it's not done it. But it has done this time. It's Dusan Vlahovic. Off the bench. Can he get his name on the sheet? He does. Bottom corner. 4-0. The very, very bare minimum that this performance warrants is 4-0. I mean, what have we had now? 37 shots? We have put... I mean, when you've got that amount of shots on goal, 36, you put 19 of them on target. I mean, that means their keeper has made 15 saves. I mean, quick maths. But he must have an unbelievable rate. How's he only got 7.3? He's made 15 saves. But that's nice. Every single player, even all 3 subs, have all got greens. They've all got 7 and above. That's superb. It is a great achievement to qualify out of this group as well, by the way. That is outstanding. Jamal Baptiste, man of the match. Yes, son. You were excellent. Go on, lad. It's a really huge result. Was a good goal by Coman. We're all delighted for Mohamed Salisu. And... oh, Liverpool got it back to 3-3 with 2 injury time goals. I wonder if they brought on Erling Haaland. Inter did win. So Atletico are going into the Europa League and we will finish first or second. I mean, if we get a point in Madrid, then we will win the group because we're 6-1 up on aggregate against Inter. So, yeah. Anyway, I don't think I'll bother doing that one on camera because we're through. I don't really care if we finish first or second. But... we've got a small matter of Man City coming to town now. Okay, I'm feeling a little bit better now. We have got this huge game coming up. Man City, we need to win it. Absolutely need to win it. Otherwise, we are getting seriously left behind in the top 4 race. Liverpool have beaten Everton in the Merseyside derby. So they are currently just a point behind Man United ahead of their massive game against Chelsea. We've only got 2 other games going on alongside us. Tottenham, we need to keep an eye on them as well. They're at home against Norwich. And then Fulham and Bournemouth, the 2 teams just above the relegation zone at the minute. So this is the team that we're currently looking at. With Declan Rice on the bench. And Phil Foden in centre midfield with Souček and Vlasic. Alex Tellez, Sven Botman. Why are they only 2.5 star potential for roles that they've been playing for ages? And I'm sure have been more than 2.5 star potential. That's weird. Right, Rafinha's back. He starts. The medical staff say he's only good for 45 minutes, but I'm hoping to push that out to an hour, maybe even 75, something like that. It's a strong team that we're up against. Alex Isaac up front. Oh, come on then. Let's win it. We are favourites apparently as well, but that's probably just because we're at home. Right. Oh, Trent Alexander-Arnold went off injured in the Liverpool game as well. So yeah, we've got to keep an eye on that Tottenham game. But if we win if we do our own business, that's all that matters. Here's Foden, lovely ball, Williams. We do like scoring against City, that's the thing. And I think, let's see what happens here. You can usually tell, yeah, he's offside. You can usually tell because the players just run back. It's disallowed. You can always tell if you watch the players. You can always tell that he's offside. I mean, is it really? Come on. Right, corner, Tellez. Get in, Todibo! 1-0. Massive, massive goal from the massive centre-back. Jean-Claire Todibo stepped up this season to be our main man. And you're not gonna beat him in the air. You're just not. Massive goal. Massive, massive goal that, potentially. And another assist, of course, as well for Alex Tellez. As Laporta heads over. Newcastle played on the Friday night as well, actually, by the way, and they won 6-0 against Brentford, I think it was. And I think they had 6 different scorers, actually. But yeah, they're having a cracking start to the season so far. So as I say, we do like scoring against Man City. I mean, last season we went there in the league and won 4-3. We did lose in the EFL Cup up there in the quarter-final, I think it was. And obviously we've just been up there recently and beaten them 5-3 in the EFL Cup. To give us that quarter-final against Coventry. So we do like scoring against City. I am happy with the number of shots on target. That was a very good first half performance. How's everyone looking? Right, Vlahovic, Rafinha and Julian Alvarez are all looking a little bit knackered. Brandon Williams looks for Vlahovic. Well played, Ruben Diaz. Good defending. Alex Isak. Oh, Tonali sets Grealish away. De Bruyne, Rodri. Come on. Oh, how's Karsdorp got that much room? Oh, he couldn't miss. God damn it. Oh, you've... First shot on target. Why is this happening all the time again? For the love of... It's beyond a joke now. It is beyond a joke. Oh, it's their second. Wow, well done. Oh, here we go. De Bruyne with the corner. And Alex Tellez. Well, it said great block by Alex Tellez, but it went for a goal kick. Oh, he bounced back off Isaac. Oh, demand more. I mean, they're all looking really happy. Don't know why. Come on, get our noses back in front. Foden. Taken down. But we're still going with Rafinha. Oh, what the hell? What happened there? Oh, and that's outside the box. But we might see it. Rafinha would fancy this one. De Bruyne booked. I want to see that clear-cut highlight, that clear-cut chance first, though. But here's Rafinha into the wall. We're going to see it now, I imagine, this clear-cut chance, are we? No, we're going to see the corner first. We might. They're probably not even going to show it now. Todibo beaten in the air this time. Karsdorp brings it forward. Why is Vlahovic back on the penalty on the? Oh, that's because. I think I have Julian Alvarez, don't I, set to take free kicks. So I think I have the striker set to be on the halfway line. Oh, for God's sake! I mean, what happened there? Right, we're going to have to make a couple of changes. We've got over an hour out of Rafinha. That's okay. We do have Jarrod Bowen on the bench. And Alvarez can come off for Jota. Might have to bring Tellez off as well. Don't really want to do a double change already, but it's going to have to happen. And we'll drop it in Courage. Fulham leading against Bournemouth. They've come from behind to do it as well. That's a massive game down at the bottom. It's going to be a very, very painful defeat for Bournemouth if they lose that. Vlasic taking the corner. Goes deep. It's headed away. Todibo chases out to get it. Look at him. He's huge. Johnson. Phil Foden. Souček. Bowen. Vlahovic. Bowen in. Oh, oh my God. Oh, it is unlucky. He sliced it a bit, hasn't he? But I can't do this anymore. How are we not putting these teams away? Here we go again then. Brandon Williams. Come on, boys. Jarrod Bowen. Sweeps it in for Vlahovic. He's going for a lob quite a lot at the minute, and he's never getting anywhere near him with any of them. Bournemouth have turned it around. Look at that. 3-2 at Craven Cottage. Oh, and Norwich have scored at Tottenham. Isaac Hayden in the last minute. That's a massive goal. Oh, I am sick to death of this. I am absolutely sick to death of this. Why is it? Why do we seem to have this block in the game that means we can't make that step? I mean, we finished second last season, and this season it is awful, and the squad's better. What a... Ugh! Again, should have taken a break before I recorded this one. Apologies, I really, really, really hacked off right now. It's... In the end, because Tottenham lost, it's not the worst point in the world, but with Man United still to play, we're potentially 12 points adrift. Right, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll just even it out. We'll go through to the end of the year, see how United have got on, and then we will sign off for this one. Well, there's a turn-up for the books. Chelsea have won at Old Trafford, which is a bit bittersweet for me, because it's obviously put Chelsea above us, dropped us down to 7th, but it's actually meant that we've gained a point on Man United. So, yeah, at the moment, I mean, all we're doing now is chasing 4th, possibly 3rd. I mean, look at, we've got Man City, Chelsea and Arsenal to get above. Newcastle, I don't really know. I had to look through all their transfers, Newcastle's, and they spent like 350 million quid in the 3.5 seasons so far, and pulled in about 80 or so. It's ridiculous, isn't it? It is ridiculous. I mean, what I'm doing with West Ham, considering the takeover that I kind of envisaged happening at some point during this series, it's never happened. We've not got that influx of money, so to be doing what we are doing with them, I'm very, very happy with. But it's really frustrating that Norwich, even the Norwich game, they only had about 5 or 6 shots on target and they scored 3 of them. Wolves scored their only shot on target. City scored their first one. Villa scored their first shot. Calm down. Breathe. Just breathe. Right, the next episode. I think because things are going really, really badly at the minute, that's a really bad month of November. Really bad month of November. I think what we're going to do is I'm going to go all the way through now to the Coventry game. I'm going to do half a dozen games offline. That Man United game that I'd mentioned in the last one, it's not really a pertinent game at the minute. I mean, if we win these 3 games here, Bournemouth, Brentford, West Brom, and Man United and Liverpool and that, if the gap closes to maybe 5 points in those 3 games, maybe we'll come and do it. If not, it'll be Coventry and then that game against Newcastle. That's the plan. Then after that, I'm not really sure because we're into transfer window territory then. So I don't really know what I will do after that. But yeah, that is the plan going forward. Obviously, the Atletico Madrid game is important in terms of who wins the group, but we're already through. Don't really care if it's first or second, so I'm not going to do that one. So yeah, the only thing that's going to cheer me up, smash that like, hit subscribe, turn on notifications, come back and join me at some point in December, and I will see you very soon for it. Thanks as always for watching.